Uh-oh. Hey, is it just us? Oh, are you, I don't know if you're muted, Arvin, but I'm not hearing you. Let's see here. Hold on. Can you hear me? I understand this is frustrating for you. Hi, period. Not joining office hours, question mark. Arvin's audio isn't working. Last week, he couldn't share his screen. Arvin, is there something I can do to help?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, I can.
Uh, hello, Vicky?
Yeah, I'm here.
Perfect. Yes. Awesome.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, it works now. Awesome. So yeah, I'm actually using Scott's login so that I can share my screen. There'd be no issues with that. And I think it can just be us today.
I guess, this is a great resource for people. And you got, the guy from New Jersey was eating me up last week. And this is a great resource for people. So I don't do it to be your worst nightmare. I just want to keep plugging ahead because I want to grow my business. So,
Yeah, of course. So let me show you what I did for your um review request. So it's gonna be hard to actually do it after 2 hour after it's completed because
yeah,
I
you said
think
that. Yeah.
yeah, Zapier cannot pull that data from ISN for some reason because I think the zap only happens when there's a new client or client info um entered into ISN, and that's the time that it zaps that into Hoopla. So
FYI, when I created that Zap,
uh-huh.
um, I was asked when I wanted the information to move over
Mm-hmm.
to Hoopla, and I
Mm-hmm.
said when on the inspection date.
On the inspection
Just
date.
yeah, just for your information, because
Uh-huh.
I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you, when I was with Active Campaign,
Uh-huh.
that's what we did, and it worked. It went out after the inspection was completed, but
Hmm.
just that's just for you to know.
Yes. I am gonna actually develop something similar, but I'm still working out the specifics because I think it's gonna be more complicated to do that. But for now, what we have is it can be sent out 1 day after the inspection date. So
Can you
basically,
share my screen, open mine and share it? Because I have one question so that
yeah,
when
of course,
I'm training my team tomorrow, I can show them how this works.
of course. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So let's go to your. Okay, so what I did was if there's a contact added or contact created with the new client tag, automatically goes here, and that data, which is the date of inspection, is going to be pulled as well. So as you can see, I've set it up to where it recognizes the date of inspection. And what I did was I added a wait period, which is going to be until after 1 day after the event appointment, which is basically whatever is the inspection date. So that's how it is. So it comes out the reviews or these SMS comes out after the inspection date, 1 day after the inspection date. Hi.
Okay.
So basically that's what happens here. So there are 7 people waiting on the wait period because I think they have an inspection. You guys had 7 inspection new inspection. So basically this is what happened. I think you're
So
gonna
would
be.
you refresh me? Are we only contacting them between like 7 a.m. and 7 p.m.?
Let me check that for you. 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
That's
in
great.
your time zone.
Okay, thanks.
And I've also um click this or chose this skip all outbound communication actions after, well, if ever there are clients or their contacts that have been sent the previous or a previous review request, so they won't be receiving any of this SMS anymore. So after that first SMS, it waits another 1 day.
Uh-huh.
So you don't actually have to create an advanced window here because it's already on the settings of this workflow. So it's basically going to be that one alone. So basically it waits 1 day and it's going to be basing on the trigger link that we put here. So the trigger link here is the your Google review link
Right.
basically. And we've added a condition to where it recognizes if the trigger link was clicked. So if it's not clicked, you can see here trigger link not clicked. It can send the SMS follow up, the
Gotcha.
SMS number 2, which we added another trigger link. And what it does is that if it's not clicked, goes back to number 1. to the first SMS
Wait, say that again. If it's not click, why would it go back to number one?
so that they can receive the SMS over and over again, the review request.
You know
Or would
what?
you like
I don't want
a
to,
different one?
can we change that?
To what exactly?
I don't want that. That explains why I had a test in there and I've been receiving
Mm-hmm.
the request daily.
Oh,
What I'd rather do is this, and you tell me if I can't.
okay.
If they don't click the URL, the link in the second request,
Mm-hmm.
our third and last effort will be to send them a short email.
Short email. Okay, yeah,
And
that's fine.
then,
You can
and
do
then
that.
after that, they leave the workflow.
Okay, yeah.
Can you put in a dummy email and then I'll go in and fill in the um, yeah, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, I will work on that and send you an update after that. Let's see here. So we're gonna remove this. Hold on. So trigger link not click. We can just go ahead and send an email. Review request email. So up to you. A short name would be from email subject. Let's say how was your experience, and let's say string review. So yeah, basically what this is let's see, what was that template all about? Because I think we have a template in there already in
Yeah, and
your
I can wing it. I can wing it from here. I just needed to,
okay.
if it's positioned, then, and then after they get that email,
Hmm.
just end the whole,
Okay, yeah,
that'll
so
be the
that's
last
basically it.
thing.
Okay, yeah. So if the trigger or the second trigger link is not clicked here,
Yep,
what happens is that it waits 2 days, uh, and then if it's not clicked, then it sends this email.
yep. And then the whole show ends.
Yeah, it ends.
Okay. And I've got to thank you because our email, or our reviews, since you changed this, have like tripled.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, so it's been worth the work, and we'll just continue doing that. Because just so you know, Arvin, what happens on our side after we do
Mm-hmm.
this is we take a screenshot of the review and we send that out to the agent, thanking them for reviewing us to their customer, and hey, Arvin, you might want to know what your customer thought about working with us. And
That is great.
yeah, it's been a really nice step. Um, can I ask you another question now? Different
Yeah,
topic.
sure. Go ahead.
Um, to your memory, are you working with any other clients that do provide continuing education classes for agents? Does that sound
Um,
familiar?
yeah, this the CE sounds familiar, but I'm not working with any client. Only Scott actually, because he's doing the C classes as well.
Okay. I get like 100 to 200 agents going through my classes.
Mm-hmm.
So in Hoopla, we've created uh, templates like for a solar energy class or a heating class. And after each class, we upload the list of attendees
Mm-hmm.
and send them out an email. It's not automated. It's
Okay.
very basic and they get an email the next day. I was just curious if anyone else was doing anything unusual, because that's a lot of prospective customers coming through
Yeah.
our virtual door. And
Right.
and the only thing that I've come up with to offer them is money off coupon, which I'm not real big on doing those. But
Mm-hmm.
have you ever done or worked with a vendor that's done single use coupons? Because like if you were an agent and I gave you a coupon worth a valuable coupon, let's say it's $75,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wouldn't want you to be able to copy that link and give it to all the other agents in your office or other customers. I would just like you to be able to use it once, have it, and then have it go away. Does that make
Mm.
sense?
Yes, it does. So I think Scott did similar something back when we were focusing on signature inspection. So what he
Uh-huh.
did was he sent a some kind of like a picture of the coupon, and what happens is that the agent can only use that once after, or they can use that when they print it out and give it to the inspector at the date of the inspection, and that way we can also add it to the order, like a note or something that we've applied a coupon, or I mean ISN does allow this does allow that you can add coupons in there. So what we did was you can use or print it out, and but I don't think that's gonna be working for you because you're asking for like a specific code, like a QR code, maybe something like
Yeah,
that,
I'm
right?
not, I didn't expect you necessarily to have it. I just thought I would ask if, are you
Mm.
working with anybody else that they're using Zaps to connect to a platform that you think is, that you're hearing good things about?
This is the only time that I've heard Zapier actually when we tried to connect it to Hoopla, like using the Spectora app and the ISN. And this is the first, or Scott is only my only client actually. So yeah, I've not been working with any other clients. So I don't have any experience, or I don't have the information that you're asking me about.
That's okay. It's okay. Then do I have to, or do I already have it? If I'm sending out in a workflow, if I'm sending out a text as part of the workflow
Mm-hmm.
actions, do I have to have anything else registered in terms of a number, a phone number, or anything else, or am I all set up?
I think Scott mentioned about registering your or the phone numbers because I think they wanted us to register the phone numbers, but I'm gonna wait for Scott to give that clarification to every one of you guys. But
Okay.
actually regarding the email as well, the avoiding spam, I can actually share a document to you that you can use in order to avoid that. Let me just, where's that chat? Okay, there it is. Let me share that to you real quick. Hold on.
Okay, take your time.
It's a PDF actually. It's quite a read, but this is how to avoid spam filters, basically. Mhm. This is directly from Scott. He sent me this yesterday, and it's quite a good read, if you ask me, because there are a few of you guys who've been over the 3% bounce rate. About 3% is actually a lot, quite a lot if you're sending a lot of emails. But this document helps you avoid the spam filters. Also, Scott asked me if you guys are ready to share your domain, because we just need login for the domains and we can set it up to where you're only using your own domain. Because right
Why,
now,
well, why would I not do that? I mean, I'm happy to do that. And is it going to be, is there an extra cost, or is it a matter of
no,
sharing the domain?
just sharing the logins. And I think yeah, Scott asked me yesterday if anyone wants a dedicated email setup, we need login and password information for their domain host. And you guys can set it to hello@meethoopla.com. Let me,
Oops.
because
Okay, and I'm
Scott
gonna,
is going to be the one setting up those on the back end because he needs to, I think, warm up the domain first. So it's going to take a couple of days, like maybe 2 to 3 days or a week to a week. So that because right now everyone in Hoopla is using the a one domain, our domain, and let's say for example, one of you guys have been filtered to spam, then the other clients might also be, or the other users in that domain might also be filtered to spam because
Well, that's a problem. Okay.
yeah, that's a problem. So yeah, if you guys want to set up or want your own dedicated email, we can do that. You just need to provide us with your login and password for the domain host, and Scott will be able to do that in the back end.
Okay, so I have to know who my domain host is. Okay. This is, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I just don't know where to go to look for it, but I'll figure it out.
Okay. You
Um,
have it. You have any other questions?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
For sending my weekly email, can we go in and look at one and you can instruct me how to do it in batches? Because we send so many at one time so that I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
it. And then have you dealt with anybody sending out the when we update our blog, so we're updating our RSS feed? There's an
The R.
option.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I want to learn how to do that because we do a blog every other week.
Okay. And I think that's gonna be on the templates right here. I'm not sure about updating the RSS feeds though, but
Well, you'll see that it's an option and it's really similar. When we look at it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
okay. Give me one sec. Let me share my screen then.
Cool, thanks.
I'm in the 52-week newsletters for agents.
Okay, and I'm
So look,
not using those yet. Let's go back out, if that's okay. Go
okay.
out to my, go up to emails, please, at the top.
Uh,
The blue emails at the top. There. Go to campaigns. Choose weekly agent emails. Now I should have done this. I need to just make a clone of one, of the top one.
okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna clone it. Okay.
cool. Okay, thank you. Now let's pretend that I've entered the data and it's time to send.
Okay. So what you need to do is to actually click here. So for this one, I'm gonna ask or talk to the developer on how we can use this, or talk to Scott about this because this is the I haven't used this before. The
Yeah,
RSS
and people
schedule.
tell me that it's super common.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that would be cool if you could get up to speed on that.
Okay, I will. So what needs to happen is to actually, well, I think I mentioned this on our last meeting, that you actually need to send it by batch, 50 to 100, but you can do it every 1 hour. So it's gonna be hard if you're gonna be sending like 8,000 emails.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I mean, seriously, that's not
Mm,
acceptable for us. I mean, that's gonna be 100 times, that's gonna be 8 or 9 hours. It's gonna be more than that.
right, yeah. So it's gonna be for like a whole day in doing that. So not sure if we can send it up to 1,000
That's
because
80 hours. That's like almost 4 days.
4 days, yeah. So I'm gonna ask Scott on what the maximum is, but uh what our standards are when we send our emails or our newsletters. We're doing 50 to 100 every 30 minutes to an hour, so that it doesn't trigger the filter, because Google does the filtering, like their server does the filtering. So what we do is keep it to 50 to 100 within 30 minutes or within an hour, so that we can avoid those filters. But I'm gonna talk to Scott what the maximum is for doing the drip campaign, and I'll update you on that.
And my guess is Scott's gonna say, I mean, we've asked him this before and he says, we've got to talk to the developer and find out.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna talk to the developer actually. I'm gonna add that to the question. RSS schedule and maximum quantity on drip mode. So I'm gonna ask both of those. Make sure that
Okay,
I'm up
and
to speed
the
on
other
both of them.
question is that you work with Nicola at Warren or at Schaefer
Mm-hmm.
Inspections, and she says she gets our weekly email, and she says it always ends up in her spam folder, and she's thinking that I need to clean up the email list, but she's also thinking that I have too many links in the email, and I've never heard of that being a problem.
One of the issues might be on the domain itself, because
Okay,
a lot of people have I mean alerts have been going off left and right when we started getting some more clients, and most of them um, have email bounce more than 3%. So that's why I think Scott and the developer told me that it's better to have each client have their own domain
domain.
setup. Yeah.
Okay, we're refresh. Well, then let's just start with that, and I'm not going to worry about the other.
Okay. So basically, getting a new domain or like domain for yourself, you can just use your own domain. So basically,
Okay,
that's gonna be easier to skip or to avoid all those spam filters.
okay, and if I can't remember who hosts my domain, would I have that? Would I have that in WordPress somewhere?
Yeah, that's gonna be in WordPress. But I'm gonna ask Scott directly
Okay,
where you can see that specifically, because for now we're actually working on ours. So before we work on your guys' account, we work on ours account, like the signature inspections account, and
okay,
we're doing all the tests there.
okay. All right, then I think we've answered all the questions I've got.
Okay, awesome. I'll get back to you about the RSS schedule and the maximum quantity on drip mode.
Okay. So are you working with like a fair number of inspection companies?
Yes, we are. So almost 100 now. So yeah, we've been growing. So that's
Good.
why we've hired that support company,
Yeah.
because we just can't assist all you guys at once, because a lot of you guys are sending the tickets, and Scott and I have been the only one managing those at first, but then a surge of clients, we can't manage all of those. So that's why we hired that new support company. And it's good too, because they're available 24 hours. So
Yeah, I mean, so far they've done a decent job. I'm not on there every day by any means, but okay. Well, I appreciate it, and I'll look forward to hearing about the domain issue, and I will send you my login information.
of course, that's perfect. And by the way, on the support, the new support, you can actually request a one-on-one Zoom call with one of their senior techs. That way, if you have any questions like account specific, they're the more equipped, because they're with the developers. They develop the app, actually.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
cool. Okay,
yeah. So if you have any questions that I can't answer on the email, you can just start a chat and ask to speak or have a one-on-one Zoom call with their senior tech, and they were actually the one who helped me with most of the new workflows that I've been working on.
excellent. Okay, well, I'm happy to hear you have a good backup because I know it can be overwhelming.
Yeah, it can be.
Okay, well, all right. Well, I guess office hours are over.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be over because we're the only ones here. Thank you
All
though
right,
for attending.
good to see you. Thank you.
Alrighty, bye bye.